Support for Kalamazoo Lively Arts is provided by the Irving S. Gilmore Foundation. Watch Kalamazoo Lively Arts every Tuesday at 6 p.m.
Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. It's nice to see you here. At the library, that's where we are. Children who come to musical Storytime, they are going to have a great time because there is a lot of movement. All of our programs for children and families involve a lot of music and a lot of movement. All of our programming librarians who are doing Storytime here at Kalamazoo Public Library, we're interested in having a great time with kids. I'd say it's one of the best times of our day when we get to jump around and sing songs and, of course, read books and share all the things that create a language-rich environment, and that's what children need to be ready to read when they start school. But we know we can't do that, and we won't connect with children and families unless it's fun for them, and that's perfectly understandable. So when families come to our programs here at the library, we know they're going to have a great time because we're going to move around and follow their lead. We love being able to provide an exciting program with a whole variety of different picture books that we share in the program, along with lots of movement games, music games, puppets and crafts, and things that are great fun for families.
Bill, introduce us to Octi.
I sure will. This is Octi. Octi is, as you can see, an octopus. Octi's a musical octopus, so Octi speaks with musical notes, not with words as you and I do. And so Octi has a favorite song. Octi loves to sing this song. And you can sing along with me if you want. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Yes, I know my ABCs. Next time, won't you sing with me?
May I try it?
Yeah, absolutely. Would you like to learn how to play the ABC song? Yeah, so if you hold Octi on your lap like so, and you will notice that this, the red tentacle, is the tonic of the scale. It's the key of F, essentially. And so if you play red, and then the light blue, that's a fifth above it. So that becomes twinkle, twinkle, and then the next note higher is little, and then back down to star. And back down the scale, how I, Yeah, excellent. Very good. You got the first half of it. Yeah. Another important part of what Kalamazoo Public Library is trying to do, especially now as a family place library, is that parents are integral to the success of their children being raised in a language-rich environment. First of all, we're so happy that families join us here in the library to have some fun for a short part of the week. And the fact that the children are there with their parents means that the parents are excited about what's going on here. And what's great is that the parents often play right along with the kids. So in a story time, it makes me super happy to see dads and moms singing right along with the songs that they may remember from childhood, or maybe they're new for them as well. Parent participation is so key in the success of our programs here. Of course, the parents need to bring their children to the library, and we like to think that families are doing some of the things that we have fun with here in the library at home. We know they can bring the books and DVDs and music home with them. Well, we hope that they'll bring the songs and the stories that we share home with them too, and enjoy them at home later on.
Why is it so important for the kids to interact with Octi?
Well, you know, for the most part, we want to provide a language-rich environment for the children and families that visit our preschool story times. And Octi turned out to be a good friend because while Octi speaks with musical notes, using songs with young children is so valuable, even critical in helping them be ready to read when they start school.
And do you actually have the kids do some of the squeezing for tactile purposes?
For the most part, we often sing along with Octi. And if children don't already know those classic children's songs, this is a great opportunity for them to learn Twinkle Little Star, Twinkle Twinkle, and the ABC song with Octi. But certainly at the end of just about every story time when Octi comes out, the kids want to see Octi, and they want to hear what color red, hear what sound red makes, and so on.
So this applies to all senses. You have the color, you have the sound.
Yeah. It's colorful, and it fits in with the rainbow theme of the library for sure. Our story place reflects that, and I think it just makes a really engaging environment for children and families.
Good for adults too.
Yeah, absolutely. A unique element of musical Storytime is that our super special guests who come in oftentimes are more than happy to allow the children and families who are there to experience the instrument they play. And it's always such a pleasure to see that. Kids just light up when they have the experience to not just see on a screen what an instrument looks like or to hear it in a recording, but it's right there in front of them. So they're touching it, they're feeling it, and of course, it's an acoustic instrument that vibrates, so that really does resonate with those families.
Well, Nick, we moved from Octi to the keyboard. What do you bring to these kids?
What I normally show them, for the technical part, Boogie Woogie has 3 major chords. If you play it in the key of C, you play C major, F major, and G major. So Boogie Woogie.
What do you get from this experience?
Well, the funny thing is every time you play the piano, you get better. It doesn't matter if it's the simplest thing like Boogie Woogie, you're honing your skills. I love it. I love playing the piano. Some days having a rough day, like I said, I can let my emotions out on the piano. I can play a song that matches my feelings. Sometimes I need to uplift myself and I can play and sing a happy song right there on the piano. And it's my friend, my accompaniment right there, and I get to create it.
And Octi looks pretty good on your keyboard.
Oh yeah.
Thanks, Nick.
Thank you.
Shelley, this program at the library, how does it work?
Oh, it's just a bundle of energy. These little minds and these little bodies are being exposed to instruments, to an orchestral setting, to learning how to behave together, and the talents of Bill Caskey you can't beat. He works with them as though he was one of them, and it's really inspiring to see and be in the room.
And tell me about his interactions with the children, how that works.
Well, it's again, you go from all the gamuts of the music scene, specifically with the instruments. You've heard of the likes of a petting zoo. These kids get to actually pet the instruments that are part of this orchestration. And his wife is involved too, as very involved in the education venue. And you'll be seeing more about her and more about more little kids in an upcoming segment.
Great program at the library here in Kalamazoo.
Watch Kalamazoo Lively Arts every Tuesday at 6 p.m.